The Big Dipper roller coaster accident in 1972 not only shook the Battersea district to its roots, but also turned London inside out. Even sadder is the bone-chilling realization that the Big Dipper accident is just one on the long list of terrifying roller coaster accidents in the world. The unfortunate victims, whose bodies were once filled with excitement, lay broken and battered beneath the very symbol of joy, a roller coaster. Stay with us as we uncover the horrifying truth in the tragic tales of the top 10 worst roller coaster accidents that changed the course of their victims' lives forever. These stories do nothing but reveal horrifying truths. The Orlando Freefall ride tragically killed Tyre Sampson just barely 3 months after it was opened in December 2021. Would time permit us to talk about Yoshino Kogawara, whose head was crushed by the Raijin 2, or even Barbara Brady, who was catapulted straight into the sky by the Topscan and flung 300 meters away into the parking lot? I don't think time, nor will your heart, be strong enough to bear the heart-wrenching tragedies. But today, we will go through the journey of the top 10 worst roller coaster accidents. The first tragedy is none other than Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Disneyland, 2003. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, a creation by Aerodynamic Steel Limited, is an iconic roller coaster known for its thrilling 30-passenger trains. The trains were designed to race through tunnels and dodge staged explosions. It had earned an impressive 81.5% positive review rate, and it ranked at number 254th globally among roller coasters. However, on September 5, 2003, the ride took a dark turn when a wheel assembly malfunctioned. The train collided with a tunnel, trapping 22-year-old Marcelo Torres. Emergency teams were dispatched, but the front locomotive derailed, intensifying the crisis. The incident led to legal consequences for the maintenance staff and operators, raising questions about the ride's safety and oversight. The tale of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad serves as both a celebration of amusement park innovation and a cautionary story about the potential risks involved. It's a compelling case that highlights the delicate balance between thrill and safety, sparking ongoing discussions on the responsibilities of operators and the importance of rigorous maintenance protocols. At number 2 we have Fujan Ren 2, Expoland, 2007. On May 5, 2007, Japan's Children's Day celebrations took a tragic turn at Expoland Amusement Park in Osaka. The highlight of the park, Fujan Ren 2, was not just any roller coaster. It was a stand-up model that reached speeds of 47 miles per hour over its 3/4-mile track. Riders stood vertically, adding an exhilarating yet dangerous dimension to the experience. Disaster struck when the coaster's second car derailed, resulting in a horrific collision. Yoshino Kogawara, a 19-year-old university student, lost her life in the accident. The park later revealed the cause, a broken wheel axle. This exposed a significant gap in their safety protocols because maintenance checks had failed to catch this lethal defect. Expoland blamed insufficient workspace for their inability to conduct comprehensive inspections, raising a chilling question. Could this tragedy have been avoided with more rigorous safety checks? The incident serves as a grim reminder of the importance of meticulous maintenance in ensuring the safety of amusement park rides. It questions the adequacy of current safety protocols and leaves us pondering what could have been done to prevent such a heartbreaking event. The tragedy didn't stop there. At number 3, we have Topscan, Adventureland, 2005. Before the 5th of September, 2005, Long Island's Adventureland was a beacon of amusement park safety, and it boasted an unblemished record for over 43 years. However, tragedy struck twice in quick succession, forever marring its reputation. First, a heartbreaking accident on the Ladybug, a children's roller coaster, derailed due to loosely bolted screws and resulted in the unfortunate death of a park employee. But what truly shocked the community came just days later on the notorious Topscan ride. Barbara Brady, a 45-year-old woman, was not securely fastened into her seat. As a result, she was horrifically propelled into the air during the ride's operation. Until this point, Topscan, resembling a giant windmill, had been considered safe, free from any incidents. These back-to-back tragedies irreversibly tarnished Adventureland's once spotless safety record, casting a dark shadow over the amusement park's future. Despite years of flawless operation, it took just a moment for the tides of fate to turn, leaving the park and its patrons grappling with the heavy consequences of these fatal oversights. At number 4, we have Darby Racer, Revere Beach, 1911. The Darby Racer roller coaster at Revere Beach, Massachusetts, was an exhilarating thrill with a simple riding concept. It was launched in 1911 by H.A. Bauscher. The ride pitted two trains against each other on parallel tracks, offering riders a heart-pounding race to the finish. But the excitement was overshadowed by early safety concerns. Ironically, the coaster company's treasurer died while giving a safety lecture to passengers on the ride. This tragic event led to the revocation of the ride's license and the addition of brakes and safety restraints. Yet, the enhancements failed to prevent a horrific 1917 incident. A man fell from his seat onto an adjacent track, colliding with an oncoming train and suffering severe injuries. The Darby Racer seemed plagued by a curse, unable to shake off its notorious reputation. Despite multiple safety upgrades, the ride remained a focal point for critics who cited negligence and inadequate precautions. The controversy reached its peak in 1936, when the court finally ordered its closure, leading to its eventual demolition. This roller coaster is a lasting lesson in the importance of safety in amusement rides, proving that thrills should never come at the cost of human life. Tragedies continue to unfold at number 5, Orlando Freefall, Icon Park, 2022. In December 2021, Orlando's Icon Park launched the world's tallest drop tower ride, a 400-foot marvel promising the thrill of a lifetime. But just months later, on March 24, 2022, the ride became the setting for a tragic accident that claimed the life of 14-year-old Tyre Sampson. What should have been an exhilarating experience instead turned deadly due to a series of grave oversights and safety protocols. The autopsy report attributed Tyre's death to blunt force trauma to the skull, a result of multiple contributing factors. Most notably, Tyre's safety harness had been manually adjusted, creating a dangerous gap that allowed him to slip out during the rapid descent. Further investigation revealed that Tyre's weight of 383 pounds exceeded the ride's 285-pound designated limit, signifying a severe lapse in safety measures, particularly regarding seat restraint adjustments. In the aftermath of this horrendous incident, Orlando Freefall was permanently closed, serving as a harrowing cautionary tale. This event underscores the imperative need for rigorous safety measures in amusement parks, where even minor lapses can lead to irreversible consequences. It reminds us that the thrill-seeking attractions we often take for granted carry real risks, and it's paramount that operators and regulators alike prioritize the safety of each rider above all else. Let this tragic incident be a catalyst for change, compelling amusement parks worldwide to reevaluate and fortify their safety protocols. This ensures that no family has to endure the unimaginable pain that Tyre Sampson's loved ones continue to face. At number 6, the Cobra, Tivoli Friheden, 2022. In the picturesque town of Aarhus, Midtjylland, Denmark, lies Tivoli Friheden Park. Since its grand opening in 1958, this amusement park has enchanted visitors with its myriad rides. Among the many attractions was the Cobra, a roller coaster that dared to defy gravity. Its unique design suspended riders and cars from the track, offering a thrilling perspective of the world below. The Cobra comprised 5 cars, each accommodating 2 riders in a single row, promising an exhilarating adventure like no other. But on that fateful day, July 14, 2022, the very essence of joy gave way to unspeakable tragedy. The Cobra, once a symbol of exhilaration, suffered a catastrophic malfunction. In a chilling turn of events, the rear 2 seats of the coaster became partially detached, hanging precariously under the wagon train. Panic ensued as several passengers found themselves trapped in a nightmare. Initial investigations unveiled a grim reality. The rear portion of the Cobra roller coaster had broken loose from the rails that held it in place, sending shockwaves through the hearts of those on board. Amidst the chaos, a 14-year-old girl from Copenhagen lost her life, and a 13-year-old boy endured severe injuries to his hand. Sadly, this was not the first time the Cobra had courted disaster. In 2008, the coaster had already witnessed an accident where 4 young souls were injured as the train derailed. The repeated tragedies left an indelible scar on the Cobra's legacy, sealing its fate. The once thriving ride was deemed unsafe and subsequently shut down for good. The heart-wrenching incident of 2022 sent ripples far beyond the bounds of Tivoli Friheden Park. It serves as a haunting reminder of the fragility of life and the unforeseen perils that can lurk even in the most joyful places. The Cobra may have closed its doors, but the memory of that tragic day lives on, forever etched in the annals of amusement park history. Number 7 on the list is none other than Ruff Riders, Coney Island, 1915. In 1915, Coney Island's Ruff Riders roller coaster was a spectacle designed to evoke the thrills and perils of the Spanish-American War. Originally named Drop the Dip, this electrically powered ride attracted large crowds eager to experience adventure. On a particular summer day, excitement turned to horror. As 6 passengers zoomed past war-themed scenes, the coaster derailed on a sharp curve. The car flipped, catapulting 5 riders into a 30-foot-high iron railing. The crowd watched in disbelief, their awe transforming into dread. In the aftermath, 3 lives were tragically lost. Clara Moles and her young son were the only riders who managed to cling to the wreckage until help arrived. Additionally, a bystander was injured by the falling debris. Witnesses were quick to point fingers at the coaster's excessive speed as the cause of the accident. However, a subsequent jury trial absolved the ride's manager of any criminal wrongdoing, deeming the incident unavoidable. This event remains an eerie chapter in the history of amusement parks, serving as a grim reminder of the potential risks lurking behind the allure of thrill rides. At number 8, Mindbender, Fantasyland, 1986. On June 14, 1986, tragedy struck at West Edmonton Mall's Fantasyland. The Mindbender, a triple-loop indoor roller coaster, suffered a catastrophic failure that resulted in 3 deaths and injured over a dozen people. This occurred just a day after the ride had passed safety inspections. As the coaster raced around a curve at 60 miles per hour, the last car began to fishtail. Though it managed to complete the first 2 loops, it derailed on the 3rd loop. The car stalled at the peak and crashed into a concrete column, causing fatal injuries to David Sager, Tony Mandrusiak, and Cindy Sims, and injuring at least 15 others. An investigation revealed that the disaster was caused by missing bolts in the wheel assembly. The coaster underwent rigorous safety upgrades, such as anti-rollback mechanisms and the addition of seatbelts. It also reduced the seating capacity and number of cars. Despite these improvements, the Mindbender was eventually closed. This devastating event serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the importance of meticulous safety checks for thrill rides. Even a single overlooked detail can result in irrevocable loss and suffering. On number 9, we have Big Dipper, Krug Park, 1930. In Omaha, Nebraska, Krug Park was once a haven of joy owned by beer magnate Frederick Krug. The park's crown jewel was the Big Dipper roller coaster, an architectural marvel that attracted over 5,000 visitors annually. Yet, everything changed on July 24, 1930. A critical brake failure occurred as the coaster ascended its first hill, resulting in a devastating derailment. The car crashed through the guardrail, turning the park's reputation for secure entertainment into a nightmarish reality. The tragic event took the lives of 4 people: Ruth Farrell, C.H. Stout, Anthony Politica, and Gladys Lundgren. Additionally, 19 others were left with both physical and emotional injuries. This catastrophic incident led to a significant decline in Krug Park's popularity and, ultimately, its closure in 1940. The fall of Krug Park serves as a grim reminder that even places built for joy can quickly become scenes of tragedy when safety is compromised. It's a cautionary tale that emphasizes the critical importance of safety measures in public spaces, forever impacting how we view and build amusement parks. Last on the list of the top 10 worst roller coaster accidents is the Big Dipper, Battersea Park, 1972. In 1951, London's Battersea Park unveiled the Big Dipper, a wooden roller coaster that became an instant icon with its three-car design. Yet, this crowd-pleaser had a dark history marred by a series of accidents. Right in its debut year, an empty car derailed, causing a scare by leaving other passengers stranded. A 1968 incident led to a woman breaking her arm. However, the darkest day came on May 30th, 1972. A catastrophic mechanical failure caused the coaster to derail, leading to an unimaginable tragedy. 5 children, Alison Comerford, Thomas Harmer, Shirley Nash, Deborah Robertson, and David Sate, lost their lives, while 13 others sustained injuries. The incident shook the nation and led to manslaughter charges against the park manager and the coaster's engineer. Though both were ultimately acquitted, the tragedy had lasting consequences. The devastating event led to the Big Dipper's immediate closure, and by 1974, Battersea Park itself was shut down. The Big Dipper remains a cautionary tale, a symbol of the grave responsibilities that come with entertainment. Its story serves as a stark reminder of the potential consequences when safety measures are compromised, forever imprinting the names of the lost children in the annals of theme park history. In the wake of tragedies like the 1972 Big Dipper accident that left the Battersea district in Greater London in shock, it's vital to remember that the joy amusement parks bring should never come at the cost of safety. Such harrowing events are a sad reminder of what can go horribly wrong when the sanctity of life is compromised for a fleeting thrill. As we send our heartfelt condolences to families old and new, grappling with irreplaceable loss, we must collectively vow to champion safer amusement park experiences. Roller coasters are designed to elicit screams of excitement, not screams of terror. The victims of such tragedies, once filled with exhilaration, should never have to lie broken under the very symbol of joy they sought to experience. Let's honor those we've lost by prioritizing safety. Always be vigilant before and during these rides. After all, life is a precious adventure, and every smile should count without the looming shadow of risk.